someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. When you look at the Saints defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Gainwell. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
You force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
On the ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There's Chris Olave. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Saints had 3 and 8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Steal, black. Set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Ready? They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Running right, this is Gainwell.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. 12 yards on the return that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Drill 52.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. Eagle blue.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Into space at the 45. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
From the gun to give the game well.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
They go with the option on fourth down, left side. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go.
Second down and 8.
Six. Mega.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, Shipley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Great. Set.
On 1st down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
No touch.
Back to throw here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it. Gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss here, short side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Thornton, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Demario Davis there on the stop.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Now 2nd and 5. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
Sheds off the tackle. And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
2nd and 15. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On second down now, Shipley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They run behind center with Gainwell. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 29. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Shipley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Shipley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with so they saw this war before I go. I And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped down stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up in